seen some players come and go over the last couple of years. When you look at this composition of this Hornets team, Shaq, which player do you think is most vital to their success?
Well, Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals, is their leader on the floor, on and off the court. From a pure numbers standpoint, Ernie, he's the guy giving the team the highest offensive production.
Hey, don't forget about Kemba Walker, man. And we forget about him when we talk about handles in the NBA. He's in the top 5. He's not 1, 2, or 3, but he's in the top
10,
5.
Not top.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And Greg, the first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position. Now here's DeRozan, following the miss by Freak. No good from Valanciunas. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I caught up with head coach Dwayne Casey. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Freak. Hits it from three-point range.
He's yours.
Freak's got 5 now.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And it's Lowry penetrating. He dishes it to Carroll. And again, no good by Toronto. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the lob to the hoop. And slam dunk by Lamb.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Lowry. He had 16 points in the win against the Heat in Miami. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Here's Freak. And another 3 for Charlotte.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now here's DeRozan coming off a solid outing against Miami. To the left wing, a 3, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from DeRozan. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Freak. And another 3 for Charlotte.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s.
Need more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now, here's Lowry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Boozer a screen on Lowry. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. That's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
All right, Charlotte, now every court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Third.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always...
And some changes here for the Hornets. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Boozer. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Freak. DeRozan defending. And so it's Charlotte with it. 6 to shoot. Now here's Freak. Last time out he had 44 points. And here's Carroll. Down low. Here's Zeller. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And here is Joseph, following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan, and it's Carroll in the corner to the right side. Batum with the steal. Now in transition is Lin. Here we go. off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got his third basket of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
All right, Charlotte. Now we're looking for the Hornets dance team. Make some noise.
Well, it's still early in the season yet, but let's take a look at where the Hornets sit right now. First in fewest turnovers a game. First in opponent field goal percentage. And they're number one in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bargnani's checked in. Raptors trail by 9. Right side, DeRozan. Wide open. Again, Toronto.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Batum to the right side. And a wide open look for Freak. Drops in the tray. Freak's got 14.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the shot is good. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lynn the pass to Freak. Fires from deep. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And that's 17 points for Freak.
And really, that's what built the from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Hornets lead by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, you know. So when I came, you know, I just wanted to bring that feeling back and the excitement that everybody had for the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
So for Toronto right now, Terrence Ross is out there with Scola. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. The first one falls. And so Lowry nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Walker with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Luis Scola with the rebound. Raptors trail by 9. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 44 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance. Here's Walker. He's got 5. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. It's deflected. Now, Freak. 17 points in the game. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Freak. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Joseph dishes to Lowry. And Jefferson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Bargnani is checked in for Batum. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Lamb. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from DeRozan. Feeds it to Jefferson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the night. For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Ross is checked in for the Raptors. Here's Freak, and he jams it with authority.
Punches it down with power.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Zeller against Jefferson. Shot by Zeller, no good. Hornets leading by 8. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. DeRozan. And that one's good. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
.131 left in the first half. Here's Freak. He's got 19. Kicks it to Bargnani. 5 on the clock. There's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Just an amazing game for Freak. He's got 19 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
And both free throws good from Freak. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. To the inside. Here's Sharp, and Jefferson sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 6 points for Al Jefferson.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Ross kicks to Zeller. Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. And it's blocked. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Raptors trail by 10. 2 on the clock. And the first half is now in the book.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere. Raptors trail by 10. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Freak in at small forward. Al Jefferson out there with Carlos Boozer. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Lamb in at the shooting guard.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Clippers.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those triples.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that defense, or really any defense for that matter, to handle.
To the inside, stolen by Boozer. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. And Freak throws it down.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Raptors trail by 12. Lowry dishes to Carroll. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 14. Pass to Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets team.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Raptors in second.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Heat.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. 5th in rebounding, 11th in blocks. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. I mean, you really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there.
Walker the pass to Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. A jump hook. Second chance shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket for Scola.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Lamb, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Carlos Boozer. And Carroll gets it to go.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Freak. The three-pointer off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Walker against Lowry. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Shot is no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They host the 76ers after this game. Now here's Freak. Carroll covering. Valanciunas on the double team. Freak dishes to Walker for 3. And Batum gets it to go on the assist by Walker. Raptors trail by 17. And it's Carroll in the corner. And the shot falls short this time.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Freak with it. Lowry picks him up. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Freak. And then for Toronto, Tyler Zeller comes in for Luis Scola. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Damari Carroll. Raptors trail by 16. So for Toronto right now, they've got Damari Carroll out there. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. Then it's Zeller, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Here's Lowry. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Joseph gets it to go from beyond the arc. Joseph's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors. And here is Lynn. Passes it to Freak. Lets it go from deep. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist in this one.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Carroll with it. Screened by Valanciunas. The shot by Carroll, no good. Hornets leading by 16, and the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Toronto. And it's Carroll in the corner. Hornets with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 33 points for Freak.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now here's Joseph. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Carroll, no one around him. Gets an open look and hits.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Let's get the ball inside.
Valanciunas on the double team. Freak passes to Jefferson. The dish to Freak. It's stolen by Carroll. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. Shoots from the baseline. And there's Scola on the assist from Valanciunas.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
You got it. Let's get the ball
Lynn
inside.
kicks to Freak. And it's the Hornets, another three.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Raptors trail by 17. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the...
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Shot clock at 5. Outside Carroll. Cannot hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte. Walker comes in for Jeremy Lin. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Raptors. And it's Carroll in the corner. Will it go? And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Carlos Boozer. That's his first personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And the second free throw, good.
Take a look at what Carroll's done. He has 8 points and the 1 steal.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak, and he uses the glass on the layup. Freak's got 12 now in this quarter.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And Carroll gets it to go.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Freak, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Screen by Scola. Lowry against Walker. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Jefferson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And with his effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Freak's got 46 points. 34 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Carroll for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
There's a screen. Left side, DeRozan. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Shoots the 3. Offline. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding 4th quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
Ernie, that is the...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up.
Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo. And today we have an awesome...
To the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. And you might remember the last time we saw Freak on the court. He was putting up gigantic numbers. A huge career high for him and an amazing performance. Kenny, how impressive was that for you?
Putting up the numbers that he just did, that's something only elite players in the NBA can do. This was the coming out, I'm going to say it, the coming out party of Freak.
He's quickly risen up the charts. Many around the league with that performance, they're going to see that. Let me say it in my Dick Vitale voice. Get ready, baby. He's a PTP, baby. The Freak has arisen.
That was pretty convincing.
Thank you.
I thought he was here.
Not bad at all.
He's not in this game.
Let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Their last game, unable to get past the Rockets at Houston.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. And that one's good. Freak.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
Now here's Walker. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so it's Charlotte with it. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Freak kicks to Walker. They set the pick. Drops in the layup for 2. Walker's got his first 2 points.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Got that one up quick.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Freak. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Freak's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets. Feeds it to Covington. Lets it go with the 3. Carlos Boozer pulls it in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Freak. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Freak's got 8 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Guarded by Walker. Six to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he can't get the first one. That one misses. Hornets leading by 5. Now Freak in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. And he gets it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Landry kicks to Okafor. To halt the run. And he lays it up and in. The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Walker. Boozer with the screen for Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Lamb's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The 76ers trail by 8. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And as always, Doris, thank you. They get a hand on it. Here's Lamb. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Passes it to Covington. Here's Okafor, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second-chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams points in the league. Fourth, the 76ers.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Bargnani is checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Boozer. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Jeremy Lin. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. And here's Matthews. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's Noel. Great tee that time from Batum.
That's not the type of opportunity he... Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Now, here's Roten. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Roten. Freak with it. He's got 15. Fades back. Matthews with the rebound.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Grant dishes to Roten. The layup off target. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Hornets ahead, up 11. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out. You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level. And that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
This has been a shooting drill thus far.
Warm-up jumpers because there hasn't been much resistance.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Matthews out there with Tony Roten. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Matthews. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one's good. Roten.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And Batum kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Lin. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. There's the double team with Grant. Kidd-Gilchrist the pass to Freak. Batum for 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
An update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed his team.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Bargnani is checked in for Jefferson, and Freak subbed in for Spencer Hawes. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. And Freak throws it down.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Walker against Matthews. 50 seconds left in the first half. Kicks to Landry. That's good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And Freak throws it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
The 76ers trail by 16. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Falk. Kemba Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
And both free throws good from Freak. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
A dominating first half of basketball.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Freak, he's in at small forward. Al Jefferson out there with Boozer. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Walker in at the guard position. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The 76ers have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Charlotte leading by 16. Now the dish to Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Shot clock at 6. The 9-foot shot. Nice touch on the bank shot. Freak's got 26 points.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
4-3, Covington, good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Jefferson setting the pick for Freak. To the middle, Jefferson. Played in with a nice touch. Off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 17.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Falk. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
Well, some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters. Freak is second.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kinds of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He had 46 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Back to Walker. And the pass to Freak. From deep, Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Picked by Okafor. Inside.
That's a walk.
Easy layup after coming off the pick. Okafor's got 8 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Walker dishes to Boozer. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Boozer. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Lamb, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Freak kicks to Lin. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Freak. 3rd in scoring, 10th in three-point shooting, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
You know, to do what he does, you have to have that scorer's mentality. I mean, he knows he's the go-to guy, and everybody else knows it too.
And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at the Hornets. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's Philadelphia. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And for Philadelphia, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the plan they have in place is going to get it done. This season could be another long, slow journey through the NBA cellar.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the 76ers.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Embiid the screen. And here's Matthews from the arc. No good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. 1:02 left here in the third quarter. Here's Freak. And the 3 ball is good. Freak's got 31 points.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Embiid with the screen on Lynn. Roten, the pass to Embiid. He got right to the cup using that screen. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night. Charlotte leading by 16. Freak kicks to Lynn. Embiid with the steal. Grant with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Right wing. Here's Roten. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Charlotte making a switch here. Bargnani's checked in, and so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Freak kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. Back to Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Freak dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Freak passes to Kid Gilchrist. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets lead by 15. And we'll be back with you right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The 76ers trail by 15. So on the floor. 76ers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Stolen by Walker. Now here's Freak. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers shooting well, 50% from the floor. And Noel kicks to Roten. Picked by Okafor. Roten, the pass to Embiid. Dishes it to Noel. The 76ers with another miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Embiid. Here's Freak, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Freak. 31 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
And both free throws good from Freak. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Charlotte.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 20 feet out, and he gets the bucket.
Number 12.
And so here's Charlotte. Walker dishes to Freak. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Screened by Boozer. And a wide open look for Freak. Drains the three-pointer. Freak's got 36.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Pass to Landry. Here's Falk. Bucket's good.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
Good win.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Tune in now.